On. Is that on now? Can anybody let me know if you can hear me, please?
You just changed the camera?
Linda did, yeah. Okay, while we're waiting, I need to check the oven. I'll be back, folks. Hold on. Oh, we hear you. Hi, thank you. Thank you. Go Red Sox. Yeah, hey, the Red Sox. Pleasantly surprised. I was in Wisconsin over the weekend to visit my daughter and happened to check baseball standings. And at that point, they were half a game out of first place, which pleased me. And then that night, whatever night it was, they played and beat the Yankees, which really pleased me. And I heard they were in first place. Not sure how they're in first place, but hold on. I'm back. I'm hearing myself and it's making me crazy. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can see this is not my strength, but I'm learning. Okay. You can hear me and I can't hear me, so that's a good thing. If I get up periodically to run to the kitchen, I'm just trying to check on the dinner that I have in the oven, so no emergency or anything, don't worry. Guess I'll just clean up the desk when I'm sitting here. What am I cooking? Well, today Carly went out to Costco and got some beef. I'm going to call them steak tips. So they are marinated in, let's see, like a cilantro, garlic marinade thing. And I'm making some rice and black beans to put the beef on top of. So, pretty easy, but I like to get it done before I leave, so they only have to warm it up later. Where does that accent come from? What accent? I'm from Boston. I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to get sunny weather the entire week. We can hope, but I checked the long-term forecast, and the rest of the week is pretty much what we have today, which is rainy, drizzly, damp, and a little chilly, actually. But there's no snow, so I'm okay with that. So today was a fairly typical day, although to me it felt like Monday. As I mentioned, I wasn't here Friday or Monday because I went to visit my daughter. So I thought last night was Sunday. I thought today was Monday. All day I thought it was Monday. But it's not. It's Tuesday. And the good thing is tomorrow is hump day. So there you go. Violet and Hugo actually spent the long weekend here. So they were pretty happy to see me when I came in this morning to feed them breakfast. Of course, they thought they were going home. And I explained to them, it wasn't time yet, but they will be coming home tonight when I leave here. So they'll be happy to be home, and I'll be happy to have them home. Have I checked out the owls? Well, as you know, we're trying to have people not get too close to them. I did walk down to the barn, to the guest house laundry area and try to peek around to see if I could spot them, and I actually could not spot them, but I have seen them on the camera. And I don't know if any dogs have been on a puppy hill today, to be honest with you. I would say probably not, but I could be wrong. Somebody says I make them tired. We all work pretty hard around here, and actually it makes the time go by fast. It's okay, you know, I like to sit for a few minutes myself now and then, but then I get antsy and I have to find something to do. So it's good. It makes the time go by. And that sounds awful. Sounds like I'm trying to rush the day. I'm not. I enjoy the day. But I am a little tired today. Traveling makes you tired. You all know that, I'm sure. You're just sitting on a plane doing nothing, but for some reason it's tiring. And I'm really anxious to bring Violet and Hugo home. I really missed having them around for the past 4 nights, so I'll be happy to spend the night at home with them and my husband. Yes, the fire is nice and cozy. You can hear it crackling. Bud's here, so we have a nice fire going. I don't do fires. I tried. And I said to Carlene, I will try my best, but this is not my strength. She watched me do it, and she said, you're right. I said, I wasn't lying, so she said I was off fire duty. Try to think. Tomorrow we have Finn and Digby are being spayed and neutered tomorrow, so you'll probably see them in the house. They'll be in the back room in our ICU area while they heal up. Ruby and Pixie, we put Ruby and Pixie back into the kennel this morning. They were quite active, running all over the place, and I guess they had been yesterday and last night as well. So after breakfast, we moved them back to Nut House. So that's where they are. They're close by. We can certainly keep an eye on them, but they were ready to have a little more freedom. Let me see. I don't know what else is going on. Fugan left today. She left somewhere around 12:30ish to return her rental car and catch the shuttle back to the airport. She was a tremendous help while she was here. Talk about energy. That little woman is a bundle of energy, and she loves to clean, so I loved having her around. Oh, somebody's asking how long I've been at SDP. I think I may have mentioned this the first time I did this, but I have been here for about 2.5 years. I have been here for 1 year as a full-time staff employee. Prior to that, I was still working in my other job, my previous job. So I, volunteered when I could on weekends, and I did some overnights. And then when I had the chance to take on the day shift, I did. So about 2.5 years total. Everyone's asking who has been my favorite Dane that ended up as a service dog so far. Wow, that's a hard one. Because at some point during the day, the week, my tenure, the dog's tenure, I say, He's my favorite. She's my favorite. Everybody's been my favorite at some point, I think. But some that I really loved, I loved Lars. He was a great dog. I took him home a few nights, actually. He was terrific. I loved Cocky. I don't know. There's so many. I'm telling you, like I said, it's hard to say my favorite because Twan also liked Cocky. Yeah, he was a sweetie. Maroon. I don't know, a lot of them. You can see I tend to like the Merles, but I do. I've had favorites from, everyone's been a favorite. There's a former spit behind me with a Carmen. Oh, wow. So somebody's asking, as a former special ed teacher, how do I feel about the Caroline Clark issue of Caroline being denied a job because of kids may have dog allergies? I didn't actually know what the issue was. I did check in a little bit while I was away over the weekend, and I knew there was an issue with Caroline Clark and a particular job. I had no idea till right now what it was. So let me tell you, I will answer it this way. When I was the director of special education for the district, there was some talk of a youngster in kindergarten. I'm trying to think. I think it was a blind child. I'm pretty sure it was a little blind child, and the parents were considering pursuing a seeing eye dog for the child. And I knew, I knew, knowing the principal, I knew there was going to be an issue. And of course there was. She said, she didn't see how they could do it. How can they bring a dog in? What if kids have allergies? Blah, blah, blah. And, and I said to her, you may not have a choice. If it's determined that this child needs this dog as a tool, if you will, as an accommodation to enhance her educational opportunities, then, and especially if it's written into the child, I don't want to get into educational speak, but if it's written into their individual educational plan, then you can't fight it. And, she said, we're going to have a problem. Other parents are going to write and say there are allergies. And, I was kind of fresh. I said, well, stock up on some Kleenex and tell them to suck it up. So I don't know. It's clearly going to become more and more prevalent, I believe, in the public schools, that more and more students are going to have service dogs for various disabilities. And I just think we're going to have to realize that, accept that, embrace that, and work with it. So it's going to have to be case by case, as most things are. I'm going to get up for 1 second and check the oven. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Meat's out of the oven. Okay. Are there any more questions for me today? Okay, well, I am going to say good night. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to finish up in the kitchen, go get my two little friends, and we're going to head home. See you all on Thursday.